Remain seated, court back in session.
Okay, you may be seated. Ready to proceed? Ready to go? Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, let's bring in the jury.
Jury entering.
All right, counsel, be seated. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you have a pleasant lunch. State has another witness. You're going to reopen your case for the purpose of one witness. Is that correct, Mr. Williams? Okay, you may call that witness.
Call Alex Moreno, please. Mr. Moreno, as part of your investigation in this case, did you subpoena and obtain cell phone records for Mr. Dippolito?
Yes, we did.
And did you also obtain cell phone records for Muhammad Shahadi?
Yes, we did.
Did you also obtain multiple other people's cell phone records?
Yes, we did.
Have you had a chance to review the cell phone records of calls between Mr. Dippolito and Mr. Shahadi between the dates of August 1st, 2009 and August 5th of 2009?
Yes.
And have you done it on both their phone records? So you had Mr. Shahadi's phone records you could look at, and then you also had Mr. Dippolito's phone records you could look at?
Yes.
Did you obtain business record certifications for each one of their cell phone records?
Yes.
All right, let me show you states one, this will be 1A, and states 3A.
Judge, can we see the declarations? Just do the cell phone record. It's fine, Judge.
States 1A. Take a look at that, see if you recognize that.
Yes, I did.
Is that the business record certification for the cell phone records from Muhammad Shahadi?
Yes.
And that would have included the dates, because I know you got more dates, but that would include the dates of August 1st, 2009 through the date of August 5th, 2009.
Yes.
That I would offer Mr. Shahadi's cell phone records in would be states 1B, and that is this time, from those dates.
Any objection to 1B?
Yes, Your Honor. No reproach.
You may approach. 1B in evidence over objection.
Look at states 3A. Look at that business record certification, see if you recognize that.
Yes, I do.
And is that the business record certification for you obtaining the cell phone records from Ms. Dippolito?
Yes.
State what, and did you obtain the cell phone records? I know you got a longer period of time, but you specifically, did it include the dates of August 1st, 2009 through August 5th of 2009?
Yes, it
The state would offer states 3B into evidence.
The same objection, Mr. President?
Yes, Your Honor.
Overruled states 3, is it A or B?
3B. 3A was a business record certification, so I'd move those in, 3A and 1A.
A and B in evidence over objection.
Thanks, Judge. All right, let me just show you real quick. That's 1B and that's 3B. So the jury understands whose cell phone records are 1B.
And these are 1B?
Yes, that's 1B.
This would be Mr. Mohammed's.
Okay, so that would be Muhammad Shahadi's phone records?
Yes.
And do you remember what his telephone number was?
Remember the first three, 212.
All right, and can you see that? I know it's small print. I'll roll it up. But it would be this number, 561-212-6866.
Yes.
And then for Mr. Dippolito's cell phone records, with her number, have been 561-703-9453.
Yes.
And do both of those piles of records in front of you encompass the dates of the two cell phone records between the dates of August 1st, 2009 and August 5th of 2009?
Yes, they do.
Check that as a publish.
You may publish.
I want to go through each page with you. Now, there are highlights on here.
Yes.
The yellow highlights are those telephone calls, so cellular calls to another person.
Yes.
And are the green highlights text messages?
Yes.
All right, so where it says MS cell records, that's Muhammad Shahadi cell records?
Yes.
All right. So I want to skip the first green. That had been on July 31st of 2009?
Yes.
All right, and so our first activity on August 1st of 2009 would be the yellow highlight, which is the third number down.
Yes.
So the jury, would this be the date and time? It would be 5. So it'd be August 1st, 2009 at basically 5 minutes after midnight.
Yes.
Would this be the person that's actually making the call? So 561-212-6886.
Yes.
Is that Muhammad Shahadi?
Yes.
Calling to this number, 561-703-9453. Is that the defendant's cell phone?
Yes.
All right, and if we follow along, well, tell us the duration of the call. Can you see under duration?
Yes.
So if we follow along, was the first call at 5 minutes after midnight, 24 seconds at night?
Yes.
All right, and then the second call was 1 second?
Yes.
The second call here would have been August 1st, 2009 at 5 minutes and 34 seconds after midnight.
Yes.
There's a text message, August 1st, 2009. Now this is 24 minutes and 8 seconds after midnight.
Yes.
It's a text from Mr. Shahadi
Yes.
to Ms. Dippolito.
Yes.
And because it's a text message, it obviously has no duration, so it would be 0.
Yes.
We come down, so it's easier for me to stand up here. The next page, we have a call August 1st, 2009 at 11:05 in the morning.
Yes.
It's a call from Ms. Dippolito
Yes.
to Mr. Shahadi.
Yes.
Same thing, so we have August 1st at 11:05:39, so we're talking about 21 seconds difference. Is it a call from Ms. Dippolito?
Yes.
to Mr. Shahade.
Yes.
And then at 11:06:29, so 50 seconds later, we have a text message
Yes.
from Ms. Dippolito
Yes.
to Mr. Shahade.
Yes.
And the first call was 0 seconds. Can you see it on there?
Can you point it out to me?
Let me
Because
zoom in.
Can-
The first yellow one, this 0.
Okay, yes.
All right.
Couldn't see it from that
So
angle.
when I come up, I'm going to go duration. My finger's staying there. So the first call was 0.
Yes.
The second call was 3 seconds.
Yes.
And then the text message is we have the time, right?
Yes.
All right, third page. So, all right, so third page, August 1st, 2009, we're still on that date?
Yes.
11 noon, 12:31:07.
Yes.
It's Mr. Shahade calling.
Yes.
And he's calling to Ms. Dippolito, 703-9453.
Yes.
Right after at 12:31:26, we have a text message
Yes.
from Mr. Shahade to Ms. Dippolito.
Yes.
On August 1st, 12:36:16, we have a text message from Mr. Shahade to Ms. Dippolito.
Yes.
On Ms. Dippolito's phone records, did you actually recover the text messages?
Yes.
I'm not going to go through everything with you, but I just want to get an idea. So there's a few more phone calls on August 1st, right? So we had a 12:46:22.
Mm-hmm.
We have a
Yes.
call from Ms. Dippolito to Mr. Shahade.
Yes.
12:54, we have a call from Mr. Shahade to Ms. Dippolito.
Yes.
12:55, we have a call from Ms. Dippolito to Mr. Shahade.
Yes.
12:55, we have a call from Ms. Dippolito to Mr. Shahade.
Yes.
12:56, we have a call from Ms. Dippolito to Mr. Shahade.
Yes.
And then 1:07 in the afternoon, we have a call from Mr. Shahade to Ms. Dippolito.
Yes.
And we can follow this along. It's a repetitive pattern, so you can see the date, the time, who started the, who made the call, and who they were contacting.
Yes.
And then when I go over, I can see the duration of that call in seconds.
Yes.
And this covers all those periods of time from August 1st, 2009 through August 5th, 2009.
Yes.
Let me show you states 3B. Are these the text and cell phone records from Ms. Dippolito, and specifically the highlights on are related to contact between her and Mr. Shahade?
Yes.
On the right
Your
hand,
objection.
Yes.
Can you move that off while we,
so in this case, the jury can actually see what was typed into the cell phone. So if we look down, the first green one down here, would this be a call from, or text from Mr. Shahade to Ms. Dippolito?
Yes.
It would have been July 31st, 2009. So before we're talking about, but it would have been 11:55, 41 seconds?
Yes.
All right, so just before midnight. And the text is call me ASAP.
Yes.
And then another one shortly after, this is July 31st, 24 minutes after midnight.
Yes.
Where are you?
Yep.
And the calls are the same type of calls. So we have a call from Ms. Dippolito to Mr. Shahade. It goes across. We have date, time, and duration.
Yes.
The second page, if the text runs over, it was too big for the first page, did you guys include the text on the second page?
Yes.
And the only relevant ones from that are the ones that are highlighted. So if there's a text, it's only the ones that were green, that was between the defendant and Mr. Shahade.
Yes.
And then, just so the jury understands, there are parentheses and words inside there. That didn't come that way from the telephone company, did it?
No.
So did you guys figure out who each phone number belonged to and then plug in the known person
Yes.
next to it?
Yes.
I think that's all I have. Thank you very much.
Cross-exam.
No. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, Detective Moreno.
How you doing?
Good. How are you doing today?
Good.
Good. Do you know back on August 1st, 2009, whether Mohammed Shahade had more than one cell phone?
I don't recall.
Did you ever ask him?
I don't recall.
He ran a business, correct?
Yes.
He ran a convenience store, right?
Yes.
Isn't it true that at no time prior to August 5th, 2009, are you with me? On the 5th, 2009, you weren't aware of any of these phone calls, were you?
No.
So isn't it true that at no time during the undercover investigation of Dalia Dippolito were you aware that Mohammed Shahade was having phone calls with Dalia Dippolito
Which time?
from August 1st to August 5th, 2009?
To the ones that we were involved? Yes, of course.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. I apologize. I should have made that more clear. Two types of phone calls, right? The control phone calls we talked about the other day, which is when Shahade is in the police station with you, right?
Yes.
And then you direct him to make the call, and those are recorded, correct?
Yes.
And then you've got uncontrolled phone calls where Shahade might make a phone call to Dalia Dippolito, or she might call him outside your presence, right?
Yes.
And those are what's called uncontrolled phone calls?
You could say that, yes.
Okay, great. All right, so isn't it true, though, that at no time prior to August 5th, 2009, were you even aware that phone calls were going back and forth between Mohammed Shahade and Dalia Dippolito?
Well, I was aware of the ones that I was involved, yes.
Yeah, I'm focusing now on phone calls that you were not directly involved with, okay? So now I'm focusing on, I think you said the other day you left the office at 5 o'clock, right?
Yes.
All right, so after you left at 5 o'clock, Mr. Williams has now brought to your attention some phone records of phone calls between Mohammed Shahade and Dalia Dippolito that took place after you left at 5 o'clock, correct?
Yes.
And do you have any audio recordings of any of those phone calls that Mr. Williams has shown?
No.
Were you even aware between August 1st, 2009 and August 5th, 2009 that Shahade and Dippolito were exchanging phone calls?
Yes.
You were aware?
Yes.
Okay, then why didn't you do anything to make sure they were recorded?
Well, he contacted us during the investigation that she had called him. That's how we ended up getting some of the control phone calls. There was a time where she was contacted by the informant, and I was present for that. And right after that, of course, she contacted the CI, and then he immediately called me and notified me of that. And that's how we were able to get some of the control phone calls in a three-way, and I was able to record those.
When did you subpoena these records, these phone records?
I have to go back and look at those
You said
things.
in the last year.
No, it was after the arrest. It was-
That's
Yes,
great.
after the arrest.
So, just so the record's clear, the first time you ever sought to find phone calls between Shahade and Dippolito was after she was arrested, correct?
No.
I thought that's what you just said. Let me ask you another question. You had made phone calls to Mohammed Shahade after he was appointed as a confidential informant, correct?
Yes.
Right, did you ever subpoena those records and bring them into court to show us how many times you might have called Shahade?
Well, that would show up in his records.
So, no, that's not my question. Did you ever bring in any records today that show the number of calls you made to Shahade?
No, I didn't subpoena my own phone records.
Did you maintain a phone log during this undercover investigation?
A phone log?
Yeah, no, that's a bad question. Let me try it again. Do you know what a phone log is?
Yes.
A phone log is when you memorialize or document each phone call made by the confidential informant to the suspect, or vice versa, correct?
Yes.
Right. Did you prepare a phone log in connection with the
Documentation of a phone log, it would all be written up and documented in my actual report, which it is documented in every time there was a contact in my report, so yes.
Do you have the phone log with you today?
It's like I said, I'm going to explain. Every time they had a conversation with the informant and there was a phone call or anything like that, it's a thorough documentation to a report, and that's how we document our investigation, which I did document in every incident that happened.
At any point during this trial, have you produced a phone log that was prepared by you in connection with the Shahade Dippolito investigation?
I haven't told you that I had a phone log.
I thought you said you...
You asked me if I knew what a phone log was.
Oh, I apologize, okay. Been a long trial. Okay, sorry about that.
Words.
Did you prepare a phone log that documented all phone calls made between, let's start with this, between you and Shahade during the undercover investigation?
I documented, which is actually a report. It's a police report, which is the investigation. And then during my investigation and my report, I documented every phone call that was made between the CI and the informant, everything that we recorded. So yes. Did I keep a phone log in itself, like a notepad, and everything? No, everything is put into that report, which is documented.
Okay. Have you produced that phone log in this trial?
Once again, I never said I had a phone log. That's you telling me that.
You just said that you did keep a record of all phone calls between the CI and the informant, right? Am I missing something? Is that what you said?
No, you are missing something.
I'm sorry?
You are missing something.
Okay, tell me what I'm missing.
I just finished explaining that through my report, every time that I did have contact with the informant and the CI and the documentation, everything's documented in a report. Never said that I had a phone log or anything like that. The actual investigation and the way that I did my investigation and the phone calls, it's all documented in a report, which it's a thorough investigation of everything that I did throughout the investigation. So if I made a contact in the report, it would say that on this date, this and time, the informant so-and-so contacted the defendant, and it was all documented in that report.
Have you produced your report in this case that would show your documentation, all the phone calls between Shahade and Dippolito?
Yes, there was.
And did you also document all your phone calls you made with Mohammed Shahade?
Yes.
Okay. And you produced that in this case?
Yeah, everything that it was in this report, when you do a report like this and everything's put together, what you do is you do a felony file. And that includes all the reports, everything that I gathered throughout that investigation, which is provided to the state. So every documentation, everything that I did, it was given to the state in reference to the case.
Right. Now, Mr. Williams had asked you about having subpoenaed phone records from August 1st through August 5th, 2009, between Shahade and Dalia Dippolito. My question to you is, did you subpoena any records for July 31st, 2009?
My records?
No, did you subpoena any phone records that would reflect phone calls between Mohammed Shahade and Dalia Dippolito on July 31st, 2009?
Yes, if you could see in the documentation that was presented by the state, it actually listed from July 31st.
I thought Mr. Williams had asked you from August 1st to August 5th. Did you date it back to July 31st?
I don't recall exactly the date, how far we went back, but yes, it was there listed on it.
So if you had not subpoenaed the records for July 31st, 2009, it's possible there would have been some phone calls between Mohammed Shahade and Dalia Dippolito after he first contacted Boynton Beach Police Department on July 31st, 2009, correct?
You're going to have to explain that to me, that question.
Pardon?
Explain that to me, that question again. I didn't understand what you're trying to say. Ask me.
Counsel, may I see the phone records again, please? Thank you.
You want July 31st?
Yeah, yeah. Say time, Detective Moreno, did you go back and count the number of phone calls that took place Dalia Dippolito on July 31st, 2009?
I don't recall.
And you don't have an audio recording of the 45-minute encounter at Chili's, correct?
Yeah.
Your Honor, I just have two more questions. May I mark for identification? Maybe if I could maybe ask Madam Clerk, are we, pardon, Defense Exhibit 10?
This is marked for ID at this time?
It's for identification purposes, Your Honor. It's a photograph.
Okay, you can mark it. Do you, anyone, Mr. Williams, you need to see it, or?
Sorry. I want to check the relevancy on the scope.
Well, I don't, approach for a minute, I'm not sure what's going to happen with it.
Detective Moreno, just one last question. Isn't it true that the absence of audio recordings of all these phone calls between Mohammed Shahadi and Dalia Dippolito compromised this investigation and created reasonable doubt in this case?
No.
Sustained.
Thank you, Detective Moreno.
Redirect. You may step down.
Thank you, sir.
No. Additional evidence from the state.